Let's talk about the Ten Commandments, which is the covenant between God and people. The covenant is an agreement between two parties, and it specifies what happens in the course of dealings between one party and the other party, in our case, God and his people. So the covenant says, if you do this, I will do that. It's an agreement, and it was documented on the two tablets given by Moses on Mount Sinai. Why was it on tablets? It's because there was no paper back then. But most importantly, remember that every agreement needs signatures of the parties concerned. In our case, the signature would have been from Yahweh and from God's people. But if your prophet Muhammad didn't tell you what the Ten Commandments are exactly, and he didn't even tell you what God's name is, then are you part of that covenant or not? You see, Jews were in this covenant through Moses and they broke it, so God re-established that covenant through Jesus. But you poor Muslims, you don't even know that such covenant exists. And I bet you don't even know that as a part of this covenant, amongst other things, God says, if you don't keep my statutes, I will withhold rain and I will send terror over your heads. Does this sound familiar? But on the other hand, if you keep all the statutes and commandments, we have a promise of blessings, which are also listed in the covenant. So let's talk about the Ten Commandments. You will find the list of the Ten Commandments in the book of Exodus, chapter 20 of the Bible. In the nutshell, the Ten Commandments go like this. You shall not have other gods before me. That's the first one. The second one is, do not make yourself a carved image of Yahweh. The third one is, you shall not take the name of Yahweh in vain. The fourth one is, honor the Sabbath, which is Saturday, and make it holy. The fifth one is, honor your parents. The sixth one is, do not kill. The seventh one is, do not commit adultery. The eighth one is, do not steal. The ninth commandment says, do not lie. And the 10th commandment is, do not covet. So this was the part that we must comply with. Now, what does God promise if we comply with this part? The details of what God says, you will find it in the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verses 3 to 20. I will expand on the Ten Commandments and on the other part to this covenant in my later videos, so please stay tuned and thank you for listening.